As Hazel thinks she may be allergic to peanuts, she decides to take a test to determine if she actually is allergic. This test is 95% accurate, so there's my accuracy rate. Suppose 1.6% of the population is allergic to peanuts. Let's set up this table using 5,000 people. So we know we have 5,000 people. As stated here, 1.6% of the population. So change percent to a decimal. 0.016 multiplied by the population, because of means multiply, and we find out that 80 people out of 5,000 would be allergic to peanuts. Well, so that makes sense then that if we had 5,000, we take away 80, then 4,920 people are not allergic to peanuts. Again, we always start with finding our totals. Now, we have a 95% accuracy rate. If you're allergic, you expect to test positive. So, the 95% of the people who actually are allergic, so I'm doing this line right here, 95% of 80 gives me 76. So 76 of those people will test positive, and if I take away those 76 from the 80, 4 will test negative. Similarly, not allergic would expect to test negative. So 95% of the 4,920 people, which is 4,674, if you're not allergic, that's how many will test negative. Well, if we take the 4920 and we subtract 4674, then we come up with 246 that will test positive. We total up those columns and we find out a total of 322 people will test positive, 4,678 will test negative. We will use that table to answer a couple questions. Letter A, how many people tested positive? Well, that's a total. 322. How many tested negative? Well, 4,678. Right, these are totals. How many people with a positive test actually have the allergy? 76. So that means that 246 are told, hey, you're allergic to peanuts, but really they're not. If Hazel tests positive, so we're only looking at these positive testers, what is the probability that she has the allergy? Has is up here, here's my total. So I'm looking at has the allergy over total people who tested positive, and that gives us a 0.236, 23.6% chance that she actually has it if she tests positive. What is probably that she does not have the allergy if she tests positive? So again, looking at the positives, now we're saying what she doesn't. So 246 over 322 gives us 0.764, and we call this a false positive, because you tested positive, but it was wrong, right? So you get a 76% chance of this false positive, and that's not too horrible, right? I mean, if you're told you're allergic, but you're really not, it doesn't really affect you. However, and this is the end, but if we go to a false negative, 4 people are told that they are not allergic to peanuts, but they actually are. So that could almost be deadly, right? If you eat a peanut that you're allergic to, could close up your throat, you could die. So in this case, a false negative is more dangerous than a false positive.